Welcome to my first video. I think I'm going to call it Amish Elvis's Smoking Chat. It's where I'll be smoking and chatting. I think it's going to be an original concept. I hope it's, be nice if a couple other people pick it up and might get something going. I found that, I've been smoking out here for a bit. And you get a decent cigar, and this is not a decent one. This is an Amish cigar. It's not very well constructed. I mean, you can see the wrapper it's just not well constructed at all. It's Pennsylvania leaf, 100%. 100% fillers. I believe it is a long leaf, though it does not say. It burns like one though. You get a decent ash. And again, this is about the best Amish cigar that you're going to be able to find. You find it on the internet. I just wanted to give it a shot. Maybe it might surprise me. It is not a good smoke. I mean, it's not horrible. I think it's just not very good. It doesn't taste very good. There's nothing really pop out at you. It makes it special in any manner at all. Starts off as a 6-incher, and 6 inches usually lasts me about an hour, a little more than an hour to smoke. And online, you'll find these online. It's from Pennsylvania, Amish website, and it's about the best that they have. I ordered at least packs of 5, and it's like 13 something, 13 and change, with postage to be under 20 bucks. For 5, we're talking about $4 a pop. There are many more cigars in the same price range that I can definitely say, buy. This is not one of them. But I can say that I smoked something for my brother. I won't order anymore. And again, $4 a pop. You would expect something a little better, a lot better actually. And I've had better. But usually when I'm outside smoking, maybe once or twice a week, I just think of things. Think of life. What really matters. What doesn't. It was my philosophy. Okay, can it change? Can it improve? And honestly, it has changed. Not by any one person, I don't think. But I've had deep discussions with other people. One of my best friends is an atheist. He knows he's never going to change me, and I know I'm never going to change his view. But we would give each other a shirt off our backs. And I'm thinking, if an atheist and person of faith can treat one another that way, why can't everyone else? Then I think, what is faith? How much faith do we need? That we know. I'm sure I'll make a few more videos on that subject of faith. Stuff that won't be told in Sunday school, that I will share with you. And I know a lot of people say, hey, you're losing your faith. Well, actually, it's actually increasing. I'm not losing it at all. It's getting fuller. You get to the basics. And what I mean by the basics, if you remove all the crap that church, I shouldn't say church, that denominations, their doctrines throw on you. And that's all it is their doctrine. You know, they're squeezing you into a box. They're trying to make you fit into a certain criteria of what they think a person of faith should be, when they themselves are not truly living what they want you to live. Again, that's crap. We'll talk a little bit about that right now. I talked with this German Baptist woman, I think last week, maybe a couple weeks, I think it was last week. And we discussed a lot of things. I mean, she's definitely brought up in a more rigid lifestyle than I am. But that's her choice. And she says that their place of worship, they have worship twice a month, every 2 weeks. Like 150 people, different families get together at a meeting house of some sort. Women sit on one side, men sit on the other. Regular churches, I mean, we don't do that. And you know, it's because they're trying to live what they consider a holy life. You know, we're all trying to do what we can to live a good life. I know you are doing the same. What we're all trying to do, what I would like to do is leave a mark. You know, this earth has been around for billions and billions of years. In my 2 seconds of existence here, I would like for at least a couple people to have said, you know, Amish Elvis, he was a decent guy. You know, I know he was not perfect, and they can list a whole lot of stuff that I did wrong or do wrong, and that's fine. But at the bottom of the day, if they would say, you know, he was a good man, he was an honest man, a true man, someone you can count on. He was kind. He's uplifting. That's what I try to do. But on this Indiana evening, it's probably about 7 o'clock. And this is a little area where I usually stay, and we'll try to watch over my kitty. He goes out for a prowling around for a couple hours, and I'm just out here making sure he don't get into trouble. And I bring out a cigar. Again, this is Amish, Pennsylvania. If you want to just say, okay, if you smoked an Amish, order it. Go to the Amish website. Order one. 5 of them actually. But in the coming days, coming weeks, maybe, I'll smoke better stuff and I'll tell you about it. I smoked Punch. It's good. It was too strong though for me right off the bat. I haven't smoked in years. I had a heart attack years and years and years ago. And before then, I was a decent smoker when it comes to cigars. They're much safer. I know you got to put a warning label on the package and all that kind of stuff, but in my opinion, they're much safer than cigarettes. Cigarettes are full of poison. Cigars, even though they're crappy, yeah, I mean, even the crappy ones, this is tobacco leaf. That's it. There's no poisons in here. This is tobacco leaves. I am smoking tobacco leaves. I'm not inhaling tobacco leaves. I'm puffing on tobacco leaves. But I'm not smoking and inhaling deep in my lungs, going up through my nose. Cigarette crap, which is your cancer sticks. These are not cancer sticks. These will give you cancer, I'm sure of that. But faith, let's get back to faith. A lot of people, they believe faith has to do with what they don't do. You know, it makes them a better person of faith if they don't do things. Those who don't smoke, they think, well, I'm a holy person now because I don't smoke. If you don't drink, congratulations. You know, so you're denying yourself a drink, and so in your opinion, you're now holy. Or you don't cuss. Again, you're denying yourself. That's what's going on. You're denying yourself over and over. And this is trying to make yourself holy so you can make yourself, put yourself in a state where you can, I guess you can say, earn your way into heaven. We all want to go to heaven. Most of us do. How do we get there? And many people think that denying yourself of things make you holy. If you don't smoke, it makes you a holy person. You don't drink, you're a holy person. You don't go to movies, it makes you a holy person. So you're denying yourself to fit into this doctrinal view that many people of faith subscribe to. So, you know, so you're trying to earn your way into heaven by not doing things. And I know people say, well, I'm not trying to earn my way. Yes, you are. When you're denying yourself of this type of stuff, you're trying to make yourself holy. But let's think of this. And this is what changed my philosophy a whole lot. If you don't smoke, if you do not drink, if you do not go to movies, if you don't watch TV, if you don't talk to your next door neighbor, if you wear blinders, and you stay in your basement, you don't talk to anybody, you don't see anybody, you don't listen to radio, you don't dance, you don't read anything but scripture, and oftentimes you won't even read scripture because a preacher will tell you not to. All this stuff is to make you holy in doctrinal views, but it don't. You can deny yourself a cigar, but it does not make you any more holy than the person who made the cigar. You can go without, you don't have to drink alcohol, but it does not make you any more holy than the person who actually makes the stuff. You don't have to go to movies. You are not any more holy than a person who makes the movies. You don't have to listen to today's music, but it doesn't make you any more holier than the person who makes today's music, or yesterday's music, or tomorrow's music. You can say, well, I'm watching Christian TV all day. Congratulations. It doesn't make you any more a person of faith or holy. It doesn't make you any more holy than someone who doesn't watch it. Are you understanding a little bit what I'm saying? this is not going to keep me out of heaven. If I had a bottle of beer or wine, I'd hold it up and say, this is not going to keep me out of heaven. Not smoking is not going to keep you or anyone else out of heaven. If you don't smoke, you are not going to get to heaven 10 minutes before me. Think about that one. If you don't drink, and I love my wine, I like beer, I don't drink a whole lot of it, but when I do, I enjoy myself. But if you deny yourself a drink, and to you it's making you holy, but yet it's not going to give you a 5-minute head start into heaven over me. So now we're talking about crap. We're talking about stuff that doesn't matter. We're talking about our lives. I mean, compared to what God's righteousness is, what His holiness is. I mean, Billy Graham, he could die and not go to heaven. But he can go to heaven, but it won't have anything to do with him denying himself of stuff. And many of you don't have faith. And I understand that. You don't want to be, you see your next door neighbor, you see people in your family, you know, your relatives, you go to church, they claim to be people of faith, and they do the same stuff you do, or worse. So you don't want to give God a chance because, you know, in your view, people of faith are hypocrites. I get it. You're right. You're right. In the Bible it says, if you have the faith of a tiny mustard seed, and I don't have one on me, but if I did, it'd be smaller, it'd be like a corner of my fingernail. It's very, very small. If you have a faith as small as a mustard seed, miracles can happen. Now if we think about that, what does that mean? If you're a person of faith for years and years and years and years and years and years, hopefully your faith is more than a mustard seed. Hopefully your faith hasn't helped you improve your life. That's what we're all trying to do, trying to become better people. But those of you who don't have faith and you see the sin, the cheating, the carousing, the drunkenness, the smokers, what have you, the people of faith, so you don't want to give God a chance because you don't want to be like us or like them. Man, I get it. But the thing is, what you got to understand, what people of faith got to understand, we will always sin, no matter what. We're never going to get so holy, it's impossible for us to be sinless. You would always sin. You would always do wrong. Always. So you might not smoke, you might not drink, you might not dance. You do something that is wrong. Either thought, word, or deed. You know what it is. faith. So holiness has nothing to do with not doing stuff. Because at the end of the day, I talked with this German Baptist woman, and as she's walking away, she brought up, what's up with your long hair? She got long hair. I told her, well, I like those little curls. And people tell you, well, tell me, Amish, you have long hair. If I didn't have a hat on, you'd say, well, it's not long hair. And they'd say, well, Amish are getting bald. I'd rather hear, Amish, you have long hair. But she quoted a scripture. Again, she's a very kind woman. I'm not hitting on her at all. I'm not slamming her. She's a very good woman. But she brought up a scripture that says about the men having long hair bring shame upon themselves. And I told her, my long hair is not bringing shame at all on me. Period. It doesn't make me look like a woman. It does not make me look like a lesbian. And I told her she can have a butch haircut, and it will not make her look like a man. She didn't know what to say about that and left. But again, we're going back to not doing things to make ourselves holy, to make ourselves good enough to go into heaven. God is not going to stop me in heaven and say, son, you got to shave your head before you can come on in. That ain't going to happen. You know that. Or if I gave her shears and said, cut my hair all the way off. All she did was cut my hair. That was it. Does that make me holy, not having hair or short hair? Does that make me holy? No. Again, it's crap. It's doctrinal crap. I could be standing in front of God before I entered heaven, or St. Peter, or whoever it is, and he could say, all right, Amish, you're bald, come on in. You millions of hippies behind him had your hair down to your butt, get your hair cut, and then we'll think about it. Me not having hair is not going to give me a 10-minute head start into heaven over those who have their hair down to their butt. See, that's doctrinal crap. You don't smoke. Congratulations, you don't smoke. It does not make you holier than me that does. If you don't drink, congratulations, you don't drink. It does not make you any more holy than me or the person who makes the Anheuser-Busch. You don't go to movies, congratulations. You don't give Hollywood any money, but you're not any more holier than a person who does make the money, who does make the movies.